Hey everyone, it's Caboose here, and I'm joined once again with,
SWAT Omega.
and we're gonna be talking, and this is gonna be our part two for the new Gage weapon DLC. In this video, we're only gonna be talking more about the melee weapons, but I want to start off with what SWAT mentioned before. They did mess up on the counter here for the kill 200 enemies with the FAMAS achievement. In game, for some reason, it states cloakers, but however, it is counting the just any enemy. It doesn't have to be cloaker; it can be any enemy. All right. Now, without further ado, Swap, would you like to?
But now, let's get to what you guys are really here for. You guys are here for the melee weapons. Now, do like to note, they introduced a brand new system to the melee weapons. Your melee weapons now have a concealment level. Depending on this level, will make you more or less successful in stealth missions. So, if you're going loud and proud, like we like to do, is to suit up with the heaviest armor you got and the lowest concealment weapon, if you are going loud and proud. Though, if you are like Abram, who likes to feel sneaky, you're gonna want to strip on down and bring something like your fists, the brass knuckles, or a money bundle, because fucking
Yeah, they seem to have that. Well, the Badger combat knife does also seem to have 30, but the weapon. But I always say to get the weapon, but just because it's like it's the fastest.
it is the fastest melee,
and one hit when they don't detect you will work. Now I quickly switched down to what I normally use for my stealth weapons. Right now, I am wielding the new hammer, but it has a concealment of 20, and my detection right now is only 22. Keep in mind, I don't have a chameleon, so I don't have anything for increasing my stealth. But this used to be my detection used to be 7 with the weapons I'm currently carrying. So, if I were to want to go back to where I was, I'd have to use the weapon. But one of the first new weapon that they added is the Bayonet. Now, I think it'd be really cool if you could actually attach it to your weapon, and that would be like, and that would increase detection, and that would decrease your concealment, but it would like make meleeing with it faster or something. Whatever.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool if they added that because it's a Bayonet. But anyway. So, as you can see, let me switch to it because I actually have skill for knockdown. So, as you can see, it's only got 20 damage, and if you fully charge, for those who don't actually know much about melee weapons, the parentheses is the fully charged. So, for knockdown, this weapon is probably more along the lines of what you would use if you want to use something for stealthing. It's got a pretty decent range at 185 because if you look at something like the Badger combat, it's just 160. The brass knuckles is 150. The fist, it's not the lowest, but it is kind of around a little less than the mid area. Charge up time at the 2 seconds, and that means fully charged if you want to do the actual damage in the parentheses there. But and I guess the reach is understandable just because of how small the weapon actually is. All right, so what?
Well, next up, we have the compact Hatchet. Now, compared to Bayonet, it does do more single hit damage and does the same charge up. However, it does have a lower knockdown when you're not charging it, but a higher knockdown when you are charging it. Now, the charge time and the range is the same, but it's has slightly less concealment level. So this might be like, all right, I have pretty low concealment. I could probably deal maybe a mirror damage per hit.
Yeah, what I have right now is I'm at 12 detection with instead of the 7 I would normally have. So it seems like it doesn't add too much. All right. So, and I think these weapons seem to be a lot more of these two also, along with the next one here, seem to be a bit more on the stealth side for weapons. So they're not going to be as good as a lot of the other ones, but the next one is the X46 knife. Now, this one's kind of like a midpoint when it comes to its damage. In fact, it doesn't even do the same amount of damage charged up though. But it like, and you know, same charge rate, same range as both the other ones. It just has the highest concealment. Keep in mind though, also like the primaries, which are these are also I believe level locked as well, if I remember correctly. I know the primaries are, but since I'm already like level 92, it's not really gonna show here. But anyway, so yeah, in comparison to the other ones, its knockdown just for like a quick hit is higher, and as well as its charge up hit is a lot higher. But yeah, you still have the 2-second hit time. It doesn't seem like there's much to it though. Like if you could just use the baton if you really want to knock down, because it's also got 30 concealment, a longer range, same charge up time. So all you really get here is just less. So in a way, so far these knives don't really seem so special. All right, so take it away with probably our favorite named one.
And lastly, we have ourselves the Ding Dong Breacher Tool.
Would you like a ding dong?
This one actually has some unique stats. First 30 damage per hit, so it's gonna hurt. 120 knockdown when not charged, and with the highest knockdown in the game of 294.
Yeah, though if you have the skill for knockdown, I should say, mine, as you can see, is 441. And just to compare that, the baseball bat is better. Because I know you're wondering that the baseball bat is better when it comes to quick hitting. Charge up wise, the ding dong is better.
It's just better.
You be swinging your ding dong.
Swing my ding dong.
Same charge up time.
Also the new melee weapons. It does have the longest range of all the new melee weapons.
Well, yes.
And it matches with the baseball bat. So it gives you some options here.
Yeah. So as you can see, I have them selected for here. Even though I have the skill, they're pretty much the ratio is the same here. The baseball bat pretty much is like if you do quick attacks and you don't do charge up, I'd take the baseball bat. If you're one to charge up your weapons more, the ding dong suits you more. And the baseball bat also, the other thing the baseball bat succeeds in is it's got 21 concealment, which it'll be, in all honesty, I know this is probably like something I shouldn't say, but I think the concealment for the baseball bat should probably be less than 21. Just, I don't know.
It's a baseball bat.
But if you're going for knockdown anyway, I feel like the telescopic sight would be the best for concealment. I don't know. Just in my opinion, though, I knew they were going to eventually add concealment. I just figured they're going to eventually add concealment. I don't know about you, SWAT, but for the melee weapons, but I felt like they also should have, just because at times it literally felt like, why bother using any other weapon besides, I don't know, the baseball bat? You know, what about you? What did you think of it?
Yeah, the baseball bat just did more damage. It just had a high knockdown.
It literally felt like, why not use it?
Now, with adding this the concealment system, it does give you options. Like the brass knuckles, it was the highest knockdown in the game. It was. Then they introduced the baton. And then the baseball bat.
And then
the breacher.
Before it was just, after they introduced the baton, it was just the baton and the shovel that you would like switch between two. Or no, actually. Yeah, no, never mind. The baton is just better. The shovel just does slightly more damage. Still doesn't make much sense to me. I feel like this shovel should do a lot more damage.
So now, since the implementation system, if you want knockdown with maximized concealment, it would have to be the baton.
Yeah.
If you do want a shorter charge up and still quite high knockdown, you might want the brass knuckles too.
It is, in all honesty, I'd be surprised. I mean, the stats between melee weapons are just kind of minor, so I guess it might not be something too big to think about. But you never know. Alright, so I'll see you next time. On the next video, we're gonna actually show you the new weapon. We're gonna start with the FAMAS, so stay tuned.